10/25, 2020. You heard me. What do we have? Google earnings preview, 10/28, Thursday, updating all managers. We've had this 4-day breakout, okay, above the 50-day, which we did. Then we had a gap with the market, and then another gap that they sold down, and we took it all the way up here now. Now, here's the deal, everybody. It's going to be extremely volatile this week. And when I say volatile, on Thursday, a couple of things are going to happen, everybody. And here's what happens. Either they keep pumping it because it's getting priced in. It's good news. Google has a lot of issues. Now, a couple of things happen. They can slam it on the day that they report in the after hours to buy it on Friday morning, on options expiration Friday after the report release, and it's going to be extremely manipulative. Cleveland Research came out with an upgrade here just the other day and a price target of 1760 and whatnot. So that came out on Friday, and it did later in the day. And then we had an upgrade by Morgan Stanley on Alphabet on September 24th from to 1800 from 1760. And the thing about it is, these prices are well above the highs from here going into the report, and it's just not that simple. And I'm encouraging that we either pull back nicely going into the report, so sell it down. That's plan B if that happens, and then they buy it. Or they continue to keep the run rolling, and we are on this particular chart on the daily getting overbought, and we are for that 4-day breakout above the 50-day moving average with the 10-day crossover above the 50 and then the 20. Now, everything about the chart is excellent, right? Okay, well, it's earnings season. And if you didn't learn, then go back and watch the Netflix earnings. Go back and watch the Tesla earnings on the channel. You're going to have the same kind of event, and you are. And a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money in this, and I mean a lot. And when they're losing, we're winning. Believe me. And that's because we know what to do with it. We know what to do with the volatility. We've been through this ever since it was a publicly traded company. Yeah, never forget it. It was a great day that day. And it's been good ever since. With this one, though, like I said, earnings preview, the volatility is going to be higher because of the election, man. And it is. And the thing about it is that volatility works two ways. Upside volatility is always to sell, and then the big gap down volatility is always to buy. So, either direction, if you don't know what to do with Google before the earnings, I would stay out of it. And, hey, after the closing bell on Thursday, 10/28, they're going to release it, and 4th of July will go up in volatility in Google. And with the options expiration Friday the following morning, and we've been through this 100 times in our lifetime, is that we get the best entries. Yes, we do. Because the thing about it is they're going to steal the premium from the public in the options, no matter if it gaps up or even if it gaps down. Yep. And then people are wondering, well, hey, why aren't the put options paying more? Look, it's got a 45-point gap down. Or Why didn't the calls go up very much? It's gapping up $40. Well, on Friday expiration, the premium is going to get bled out off of that report, and that premium is only going to be good for a short period of time, and then it changes as we go through the expiration, and that's the trade we're doing with the earnings on this one, and we are. And so I will be doing probably one maybe that day. I will be doing one in the after hours for everyone, but I will be updating everyone in our live trading rooms. Okay? All of you will be going through it like you do on a daily level with this 4-day breakout above that 50-day with that gap and an upgrade and a gap to what? Resistance. That's on the daily. Daily is overbought, but not on a weekly. We're not. But we're coming right up here where Google had the grand problems, and that's going to be that trend line. And we're right there right now. 1640 is where the body of the price went into a 1, 2, 4-day correction below moving averages, back right here above the 10 and the 20, but cleared that 50, never broke below the 50 during the pullback here. And then we have that parabolic 3-day run up here on the weekly, or 3-week run on the weekly to that resistance. Weekly resistance is right there. There it is. That's the first one. And then we have this one over here. Because math-wise, if you go up to about right, yeah, it'd be about right there, 1688. Could trade up to 1688. I'll let you guys know the exact numbers tomorrow when we get in the trading thing, and then later this afternoon, I'll let you know if we're going to get a gap up or down and what to do. So we end up making lots of money on this one. We can see it clearly where the weekly is. We can see the body of the weekly resistance right about there. And we can see that. And then we can see the weekly moving averages. The yellow line's a 10-week. You can see the wick right there. And then at 1400, you have a 50-week moving average down here. And you do. And then he came close to the 50-week. He didn't crater. But then you had these little gap updates in here to resistance. So, for the public, if you are looking at Google and you don't know what to do, look at it like that on the monthly level. That's a triple top month. Now, is it possible to break out of there going into the report and then it drop real hard? That's absolutely part of it. But is it also part of the fact that the price action, if Google does not beat and give upside guidance across the board, then this stock is going to have a harder time getting above those highs of 1723 up there. Now, that was a 52-week high. And it was. So earnings preview, earnings manipulation, earnings volatility, weekly volatility, election volatility, uncertainty. There's a lot of things that go into this. It's going to be volatile this week. Oh, yeah. You haven't seen it yet, but you will tomorrow. And each earnings preview, each stock will have a pattern of what it does going into the actual release port in price action. So, for the new people that are looking at this, that is a wall of resistance there on the monthly, and we would have to consolidate that level above there now and break higher, and we do. But it is very bullish when you look at it. But there's a lot of problems with antitrust. I mean, there's a whole host of issues, but those issues could get put on the back burner and they spike the stock. We short it, which we will. We'll make a lot of money. We have a great plan one way or the other, and we would love for you not to get caught in the volatility and or get into the live trading room. If you're serious, you have a trading account, you want a better outcome in life, you want to take advantage of the election season, you want to take advantage of the big bellwethers this week, then this is it. And it doesn't going to get any more volatile. This is going to be that week. And everyone is expecting the same outcome. And, markets have a way of upsetting the majority of the crowd, as they always have, and they always will. Don't be part of that crowd. Just remember, it's not easy. And I know what you go through. Believe me. I know. You know daily when you're sitting there in front of your computer looking at the prices. So let's be real. Let's be real about that part of it. And if you're struggling and you want to find a way out of that struggle, then get in the free trial. We'll remove that struggle and we'll show you why. At least you're going to know why. And you can believe what you see. So that's the good thing about the relationship. It's a great video. I know it's longer, but I just want to get the point across to my managers.